So we're breaking that bolt loose and that bolt loose. We already broke the 2 bolts there. And on this back side, there's another one for the strut. Those 2 are both broken loose. So the strut should be able to pull out once we pull the caliper off and then the dust shield and everything else from the actual strut. So once you get the caliper off, you're going to have to, pretty sure, knock this bearing cover off so you can get to a nut that should be holding the actual disc on. And once you get this off, you can take 4 or so bolts off. Let's see if I can't get it. There's 4 bolts back there that hold the heat shield and this bracket on to the strut. And then the strut, you take 4 bolts on top of the strut and it should come right on out. So do that real quick. So once you get this cap off, you should see a grease covered bearing. This was kind of a pain to get off. There's the bearing. And a nut, a castle nut. But this thing was kind of a pain to get off since it was pretty much rusted on there, but it took a little persuasion and it came right on off. So now I'm going to undo this Carter pin, pull it on out. Well, it depends on if I can get to the other end. Pull it out and get this fancy whatever, just a castle nut to keep it from the actual nut from backing off. And this is going to be really, really dirty. Alright, be back in just a second. So, once you pull this nut off with the Carter pin catcher, whatever you want to call it, it's a, well, I didn't have the metric size, but a 15/16 works. And then the caliper just slides right off and you have access to the rest of the bolts so that you can disassemble the strut. So that'll be next. Alright. So got to take that clip out right there for the brakes. That way you can disconnect the brake line. And once you're done with that, the last thing to do is to get the strut out of the bracket or whatever it's sitting on. Oh, I bet I have to unhook. Ooh, that's missing a Carter pin. That's not good. See, this is why you don't buy used cars from sketchy people. This is what it gets you into. Alright, more to come. So we got the strut out. That actually does not look too good. Do what? Not sure. I need to check. I don't think so.